done, when he clock out, I'ma get his job, and I don't know why the with me, cause they ain't stopping. Yeah, spin on your block like a remix. Yeah, aye. 2K20, straight swaggin'. Yeah, no, I've been running my foot on the pedal, racing for it. Money that motivates cause I'm seeing race and some jets chillin' in the bed. Feeling like Tom Brady, how proof it in the booth, I'm groovy like. No, I'm so Annie that with all the close of women in the bed, like a Shaq. Watch out, ballin'. I'm calling Chris Brawley. Run with the J from the Spartan. I'm salsa quite often. Probably George for the throbbers. Throwing me hot to lobbies. I'm being honest. Black mama hit the progress. I need a milli ticket in the safe with about 100 million sitting in the. I got the splash, whipping with the drip. Lil' Kyle salsa riding with the waves. I got the heart of an ape. No, this ain't no Atlanta, but how I push it, I'm the brave. I got the turn to push up all the ways. Hit me with the hype, like we at the. I hustle hard for residuals. I go hard up the court like umbilicals, hard in the physicals. I'm good, I'm too nice with the synonyms. I ain't too far to a 9 to 5 minimum. I want an out kid and I'm pushing forward. That's a Robert Ory 3 and final moments. You ain't fitting right to my components. I be the question to my opponents. You know what Iverson moves in the tuck. Feeling like Giannis.
My hometown of Atlanta. So people who say their vote doesn't matter, my response is always, don't give in to the narrative. If your vote didn't matter, then why would people have fought so hard to keep you from voting? Why is there something called voter suppression?
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. A nighttime activity on Ocean Drive here in Miami. As seen from the air, plenty going on down there. We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo is a first-time All-Star in 2020. He was the 14th pick in 2017. And he said, whoever gets drafted, you want to play the right way. My situation was different. I had to sit. You gain experience and reps during practice. Once you get to do it in the game, the leash gets longer and you get to become who you want to be. Kevin, he's become one of the best young big men in the league.
All right, thank you, David. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Karl Anthony Towns.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not. Rebounding nearly as effectively anymore, and that's something that needs to change.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Iverson in at the shooting guard. And for the Heat, Baylor is out there with Barry. Then there's Yao. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Houston at the small forward position. And it's Towns missing. Here's Iverson. Caldwell-Pope with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Houston, the pass to Barry. Here's Houston. Over Caldwell Pope. Here's Yao. McGee with the block.
When we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, there, you saw what he did. He used that to block the shot.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out there. Advantage even further.
The Heat have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Baylor dishes to Towns. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Barry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Heat shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Iverson against Baylor. And that one's good, Iverson.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting this number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Baylor passes to Yao. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Passes it to Barry. 5 to shoot. Here's Houston. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Houston can't get it to go. And the dunk by James.
Well, all you have to do is lob it up to James. His timing on these alley-oops, incredible.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The pass to Barry. Here's Houston. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Houston, the pass to Baylor. From the top of the key, the shot, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
An interconference matchup. Last season, they went 2-0 against this club.
Iverson passes to Davis. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Iverson's got his 4th assist in this one. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
The Heat trail by 11.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Here's Baylor. Yao trying to get open. And the rejection by James. On up the court. And Allen Iverson the bucket, the assist by Caldwell Pope. Iverson's got 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Here's Houston. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Miami no good on that time either. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Iverson outside. Feet out. Miami grabs the miss.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Houston can't get it to go.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Here's Iverson, and stolen by Yao. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Barry. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, Rick Barry puts pressure on an opponent any way he can, and one of the easiest ways to do that is on the break. He was ready for that one.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. McGee's shot is off. The Heat trail by 8. Outside Baylor to the inside. Yao, count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Knows no one can match up against him and simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
Outside, Davis. Back to James. Shoots from the elbow. Good on the jump shot.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
Pass to Barry. Stolen by McGee. Now here's Iverson. Defense is right there. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game right now. First free throw is good. Lamar Odom. He's checked in for the Lakers. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Heat trail by 9. Pass to Barry. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And they double up Baylor. Pass to Houston. Out to the wing. Clock at 4. Shot's good from Barry.
And if there's one guy you know won't hesitate to pull the trigger, it's Barry. Before that pass even got there, you could tell his mind was made up. He was going to take that shot.
LeBron outside. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jay. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
Barry's the long-range jumper.
Yeah, we all know Rick Barry can create for himself, but we get to see there what kind of passing skills he also possesses. What a sensational feed.
Baylor against Iverson. He feeds it to Davis. Caldwell Pope outside. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going. Gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Like so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
The Lakers on D. 4-point game. Hero, no good. Iverson with the ball. He had 31 points in the win against Sacramento.
And look, it was more than his scoring. He was dominant on D. His steal numbers for that game were crazy.
Down low, here's Adebayo. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's Iverson. That's good on the assist by Davis. Iverson's got 13.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
And there's the pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero. Here's Barry. He's got 9. Shot clock at 5. No stopping him there. Jams it in. He's fouled. Chance now for a three-point. Boy, that was...
I'm back. My fault. Okay, let's see.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now is out there with Antawn Jamison. Then it's Baylor. Then there's Towns. And it's Houston at the point. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Bangs home the trifecta.
Gotta love seeing Houston get space there to shoot it from deep. He is one of the best.
My fault.
From beyond the arc.
Now here's Iverson. He's guarded closely. Good work defensively by Baylor. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's McGee with the jam.
You see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
The Heat have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. If you ask Miami coach Eric Spoelstra, there's been a long lineage of undrafted players who've made an impact with the Heat. Going back, think about big guys like Udonis Haslem, Joel Anthony, and Hassan Whiteside. Now you have youngsters like Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson, Derrick Jones Jr., and Chris Silva. Miami continues to find diamonds in the rough year after year. Guys?
They usually do. That's a very creative organization. Thanks, D.A. Here's Baylor, and James pulls it down.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, you need good passing from your forwards as much as you do from your guards. These are small forwards leading the way in assists. LeBron James third.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
They give their teams an element that not every squad has. I mean, that kind of passing from the small forward spot, that allows an offense to be much more free-flowing.
Miami's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Elgin Baylor on the wing. James covering. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Baylor's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
LeBron kicks to McGee. Iverson against Baylor. The drive by Iverson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable. To get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Yao Ming.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
Miami's gotten half their shots from 3-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. Timeout called the Lakers. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And that one falls for Yao. He's perfect from the line this time.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Lakers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. Floats one. The shot, no good. The Heat go the other way with it. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Here's Baylor. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Baylor's got the lead up to 4 now for Miami. And they double up Iverson. To the paint. Here's Caldwell Pope. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one. One is on Towns.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell Pope earning these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult.
And see, Webb, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, G.A. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. He tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
Baylor. Rebound the Lakers.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great. Work inside.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that. It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Iverson dishes to Davis, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. Now much more of a face-up player.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the 3, facing up and letting him use his burst. Lets him maximize what he can do.
And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. To the middle. Here's Baylor. Here's Yao. And Davis sends it back.
You can't take that shot in front of Davis. His reach, his height, his timing. It's never going to happen.
And they double up Iverson. Rondo passes to Iverson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
No, absolutely not. And in his mind, no one can stop him on that, no matter the size.
Free throw good, Iverson.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Timeout called, the Heat. the late stages of March, the range for teams in the power rankings has really solidified. You look at the Bucks, they've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they've hit a little rough patch, but they know what they're capable of. It's just a matter of going out and proving it on a nightly basis.
Outside Baylor, let's go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Baylor's got 21 in the game.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
Now here's Iverson. He's got 20. Here's James. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Baylor.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post. And he's now made 3 3-pointers here in the second, starting to get it going.
And they double up Iverson. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
That's that nigga, man. Actually, that shit ain't nothing right here.
He's off on the first. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
Come on, LeBron.
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Heat with the ball. There's the dish to Yao. Houston. And again, it's the Heat missing. Lakers trail by 4. It's Davis on the wing. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Iverson's got 6 assists here tonight.
Wow, how about that quick thinking from AD? He doesn't want to give the D any time to react. Just catch it and let it fly.
The Heat shooting in this game, 45%. Here's Houston, and he banks in the layup. Houston's got 11 points.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Here's Iverson, and the layup falls.
And not just that, it's the energy and passion with which Iverson plays. It just feels like any shot he takes, he can make.
Davis against Baylor. Here's Houston. 20 points for him last game against Atlanta. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Yao. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Rondo, no good. The Heat with the lead. Here's Houston. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on LeBron James.
And Houston, a pro at initiating the contact, an aggressive shooter who's looking for opportunities to get to the line.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Yao. And Hero subbed in for Baylor. Pass to LeBron from past the arc. It's hauled in by Barry. Barry's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Towns for 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Davis. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Iverson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pass to Barry. Here's Houston. A rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Kuzma. The 3 from Iverson. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns is in the game. There's 42 seconds left here in the second. Second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Towns has got his second basket of the night.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Floats it up for James. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You got to admire James, a team player. Fantastic at setting screens and cutting hard.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. Barry the pass to Towns. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Houston. And Davis pulls it down.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
And here is Iverson. Passes to Rondo. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And now we'll see. It over to David Aldridge. Drew is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Karl, you guys have built a lead. What is the key to maintaining or increasing it going it forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
You had the advantage in the first half. We'll see if you can keep that advantage in the second half. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Miami's first quarter could have gone much better. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stops and sunk into a 7-point hole by the end of the period. The second quarter went a lot better for them, and they got right back where they wanted to be before the half and now hold the 1-point lead. Kenny, let's get your take on Miami.
Determined to win the physical battle tonight. If you look at the rebounding numbers, they are winning it. Now that's great. All of those bodies crashing on the ball.
Shaq, what was the Lakers?
Well, they need to strike a balance between being aggressive and being solid.
For us here, the map of action is coming your way.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be one as both teams try to gain it. So far from Elgin Baylor.
Man, running wild on them through the first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow them down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right. game plan.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. So for the Lakers right now, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Davis. And it's LeBron James. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's McGee in at the center, locking down the middle. The Lakers trail. Caldwell-Pope outside. Kicks it out to James. Caldwell-Pope outside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And Caldwell-Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. Just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
That one drops. He ties it up. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Here's Houston. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. Iverson kicks to Davis. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Davis has got 17 now.
Okay, don't underestimate him. He's a versatile scorer who can shoot from just about anywhere.
Here's Houston. Here's the three. Second shot opportunity. McGee with the block.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
Baylor with the steal. Houston, the pass to Baylor. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
James is just a sensational shot blocker.
You see that ball, bro?
Mirror. He's relentless. And they finally get one to go. I mean, just in time, an 0 for 4 start to the second half can really make a team tighten up.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
There's the pass to Houston. Here's Barry. Three-pointer. Anthony Davis with the rebound, pushing it up. Here's Iverson. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well, they're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Here's Baylor. He's got 25. Pass to Houston. Pass to Barry. Over Iverson. Yao trying to break through. It counts, and the foul is on JaVale McGee.
And McGee is mammoth in terms of his size, exceptional at using it to snare those offensive rebounds.
And that one falls for Yao. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Passes it to LeBron. And James throws it down.
Man, you gotta love watching James sky for the slam. I mean, demonstrating how high he can get up off the drive.
The Heat trail by 5. Timeout called, the Heat.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Antoine Jameson's checked in for Miami. Lamar Odom, he's checked in for the Lakers. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Barry the pass to Baylor. Jamison against Caldwell-Pope. Now the pass to Barry. Just 4 to shoot. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here, only 1 of 5 this quarter.
The drive by Iverson. That one goes. Count it. Iverson's got 27.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Barry the pass to Towns, and it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside, Jamison. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Barry. Back to Towns.
That shot was affected by AD's crazy limp. I mean, it allows him to challenge shots. So difficult to score on AD.
Here's Iverson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And they double up Iverson. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Heat trail by 5. Here's Barry. From outside, off the mark.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Now Iverson. He's got 27. And they double up Iverson. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. That 3 off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him. And he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to give him more easy looks.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Lakers. He's had 7 tries at the line, made 5.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Free throw good from Baylor.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
Inside, here's Odom, and the dunk by Odom.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Barry, guarded by Odom. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Iverson kicks to Davis. Iverson with the ball. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Adebayo is checked. And they double up Iverson. Cuts off the pass. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Iverson outside. And they double up Iverson. Odom dishes to Iverson. LeBron outside. It's stolen by Adebayo. He dishes it to Baylor. Over LeBron. Baylor can't get it to go. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Iverson with the bucket. The Heat trail by 3. Pass to Barry for the tie. Rebound the Lakers. James has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Launches the 3. The shot comes out, and it's Miami the other way. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Barry. Lamar Odom pulls it in.
I mean, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Now here's Iverson. He's got 29 points. Pass to Caldwell Pope. 6. Outside, Davis. Here's Iverson. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, with as much defensive attention as AD gets, the passing lanes will be open for him, and those are the passes he needs to make.
Now here's Towns, guarded by Odom. The 11-footer. Towns, no luck. Lakers leading by 5. To the paint, here's Davis. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3. Point play.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And Miami making a change here. Heroes checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Avery Bradley comes in for Caldwell Pope. Rajon Rondo's on.
Yeah, and the fire Davis plays with, I mean, it's so special. This guy wants to win and will do whatever it takes to do it.
Baylor. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Baylor's got 7 now in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. LA's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Iverson outside. And they double up Iverson. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. The Heat trail by 6 to the middle. And the slam dunk by Jamison.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here's Odom. Here's Kuzma, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Love the fire Kuzma plays with, especially inside where he dares defenders to foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
And so he hits both. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets. And he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
And the pass to Rondo. And here is Iverson. He's got 31.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Here's Barry. Buries it from 3-point range. Now just a 1-point Laker lead.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact for the game.
Here's Iverson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Pretty much automatic tonight at the line, 8 for 8.
Impeccable from the line since halftime. And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Here's Houston, guarded by Odom. Houston can't get it to go.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Now Iverson, 33 points for him. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Here's Barry, guarded by Bradley. Jamison the pass to Adebayo. Over to the wing. Here's Houston. Pass to Barry. They shoot again.
Rondo.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Yes, that goes in. Barry's got 19 points.
Yeah, just so many ways to score the basketball. Barry is one of the more inventive scorers the NBA has ever seen. Inside, outside, mid-range. He does not get rattled.
Iverson with the ball. He has 35. Here's Odom. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Odom's got 9 points.
And I love how Odom stretches the floor. They're always ready to shoot from distance when the defense is in focus.
Pass to Adebayo. Passes to Hero. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up for Adebayo.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points. Off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
Los Angeles leading by 4. .51 seconds left in the third. Now here's Iverson. Odom on the way. The tray. Here's Bradley. And Adebayo sends it back. Here's the break.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
20 seconds left in the third. And here is Iverson. Fires the three. Drills the three-pointer. Iverson.
Ooh, had his man holding him. Across the scope back, had his man holding him. Don't hold me back, don't hold me back. You had a fight. Don't hold me back, cuz. Don't hold me back, cuz. It's over. Take that, nigga.
He's got 38 points.
And it's encouraging seeing Iverson just bury the three ball. When he's got that shot going, he is basically unguardable. And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Man, I gave it my all in this fucking quarter. Just know that, man. Jeez. Hell yeah, I gave it my fucking all this quarter.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
Here's Iverson over Houston. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. We'll return shortly. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? Ball moving. No holds. No holds. Right?
Well, moving the ball is so important to these. And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale. Odom comes in for Caldwell Pope, and Iverson's subbed in for Bradley.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for Davis. Caldwell Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Bradley's checked in for Lamar Odom. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for James. We've got Baylor. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Antoine Jamison. And it's Barry in at the shooting guard position. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Shot clock at 5, and they double up Iverson. Here's Rondo. Off target with his 3.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but it's all. It's not been there for him enough.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Rondo passes to Iverson. Lakers passing it around. And Morris throws it down.
Wow. The size of Morris helps him down low, especially when he decides to sky high for the dunk.
The Heat trail by 17. Outside, Jamison. The pass to Towns. Over Caldwell Pope, and Towns the bucket on the assist by Jamison. Jamison's got 3 assists in the game. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
On the wing, Iverson. Jamison covering. Rondo dishes to Iverson. Baseline try, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And the Heat making a change here. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Houston. Here's Barry. Down low. Here's Baylor, and the layup's good off the glass. Baylor's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now Iverson. Morris outside. Back to Iverson. Lays it up off the glass. Iverson's got 40 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's Houston. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Avery Bradley. And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Iverson. From the arc, 4 on the shot clock. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Houston. Towns trying to get open. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 11 on the bucket from Houston.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Iverson with the ball. Pass to Bradley. Puts up a 3.
Without him.
Now Yao Ming pulls it in. Yao's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
High drama here, guys. I mean, they've managed to get hot just when it looked like this thing was out of reach.
And the Lakers call time here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Now we present our New Balance player of the game, Allen Iverson.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. Told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
Now here's LeBron. He's feeling it. It's rebounded by Towns. Here's Barry. Iverson covering. One's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Barry.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Anyone can tell they've ramped up the intensity. I mean, they're more assertive, especially at the offense.
Davis, the pass to Kuzma. And here is Iverson. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of me. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Patty Mills.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempting. Here's Baylor. And he pretty hard on that shot, but he's got
that's not no foul. I ain't even going to challenge that, because I know that's not a foul. So get that shit right next time, nigga.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so Baylor nails both of them.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
Here's Iverson. 1:02 left in the game. Kuzma kicks to Iverson. To end the cold streak. Offensive rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game. Forcing a few shots. Not many in the game.
LeBron! Damn, Iverson.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Baylor against LeBron. Towns with the defensive effort.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the play.
Barry. No good.
Kuzma.
With all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, he's become a weight around him. Somebody tell he's got to be more unselfish.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it. Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you can put this one in the books.
And the Heat call time here. They're down by 5. 6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, it's so important at this stage in the game for everyone to be on the same page and working together.
And so the Lakers take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, a great team victory. What was most satisfying to you about the win tonight?
We just played hard. You know, we just played for each other. The ball was moving, wasn't sticking, and guys made the right plays. And that's what we've been doing all night, all season, and I'm just glad we came out with the win.
Well, it was a great win, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
I just copied the score and got it blacked out. Yeah, look at what I did to it. Look at what I did to it. I just hit the blew a couple bands. Yeah, look at what I did to it. Look at what I did to it. Can't take it with me where I'm going. Might as well blow it. Look at what I did to it. Look at what I did to it. I just born put the in the life. Yeah, look at what I did to it. For real. Look, I got it rolling though. I got the pull up in foreign though. I know she going though. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I know. Yeah. My granny, man, I ain't been the same since. Better love him while you here, that's just my 2 cents. Now, engines, no cap, no cap. Now I'm counting cash, stacking paper, I'm just playing defense. Get out the way, the way. Yeah, I'm getting rich, counting up with my click. I used to couldn't. Always been a, never been a little jit. Always had a fly fit, always had a little grit. Since a youngin' had to throw my guard up. They were trying to plot on me, but they gotta think smarter. Clown on me, so I ball like Coach Carter. And they told me go harder. I wouldn't have it any other way. I was down bad, got my tears dry, couldn't cry. I wouldn't have it any other way. I was on the corner broad day, but I had to make the play. I wouldn't have it any other way. I was by any means counting green with the team. I wouldn't have it any other way. I was headed down the wrong path, but I'm glad I made it back. Remember hitting that corner store. I was buying chips 4 for 4. Now we ain't gotta cop that 3 for 10. Got lost plenty, man. We used to talk about driving Benz. I remember with Kenny and them.